It's Season 21 Patch Notes Day. Here's what you need to know without all the fluff. Let's get started with the new legend joining the cast, Alter. Her passive is called Gift from the Rift and allows you to remotely access death boxes and loot any item that's not a shield. Her tactical is called Void Passage, which allows you to phase through walls. Her ultimate is called Void Nexus, and it acts as a little bit like an old Rev ult, where you place it and you're allowed to return to it, but this time you get to choose when you return to it. Do you think Alter will be any good? Let me know. Next, on to the seasonal news. Solos is coming back and it's going to take over the duos playlist for 6 weeks. There will be respawns, auto healing, and indicators when enemies are within 50 meters of you. The mode was showcased before LAN finals and it looks really fun. The season 21 map rotation will be a little bit sketchy: Broken Moon, World's Edge, and King's Canyon. For the first time, Broken Moon will be receiving some upgrades and changes as well. Now for the seasonal buffs, starting with the legends. Ashe can now shoot her gun and throw arc snares at the same time. Ballistics Whistler gets a damage buff from 5 to 10, and his sling weapon now will upgrade as you upgrade your shield. Catalyst gets her spike throw distance and her veil length back to what it previously was before the nerf, and her tactical cooldown is reduced by 5 seconds as well. Conduit gets an interesting perk upgrade because she'll now be able to stack 3 batteries if you choose that perk. Not sure as of yet how that will interact with a gold backpack though. Crypto will now also be able to see how many nearby squads there are without being in his drone. He also got perk upgrades that will improve the drone handling, reduce cooldowns, or increase the scan time of the drone depending on what you choose. Fuse, surprisingly, will also be able to access ring consoles, which is very dangerous and very fun. Newcastle also gets a big buff as his mobile shield will deploy 2 times faster than it did, and his castle wall will now eat enemy projectiles while it's energized. It'll stay energized for another 30 seconds longer than normal as well. Legends with void abilities, think Wraith, Alter, and Ashe, will also have enemies highlighted while they're in the void. And on to the weapon buffs. The charge rifle gets an ADS recoil buff, and the longbow gets a recoil buff as well, while also needing less attachments, and it'll have less bullet drop as well. The triple take will now also take the boosted loader. Now for my least favorite part, the nerfs, starting with legends. Bloodhound gets 1 minute added to their ultimate cooldown, which is a ton, and small nerf for Caustic. His gas will now tick up to a maximum of 10 damage. It used to be unlimited. Conduit's radiant transfer will now also not work on an ulted rev. If you were abusing Revenant Conduit team comps, first of all, I see you, and second of all, you're gonna have to find a new crutch. And that's it for legend nerfs. Onto the weapon nerfs. Skull Piercer is out of ground loot, so it's therefore a nerf to all weapons that previously took it, and the Wingman is coming out of the care package and will return to the pre-care package state, and it will now no longer take extended mags, which means very low ammo for the Wingman. The digital threat is also going to be completely gone this season. Instead of the Wingman in the care package, the Devotion goes in, and it was buffed accordingly. The gold weapon rotation this season will be the Nemesis, the triple take, the Peacekeeper, the Prowler, and the Longbow. For ranked, just some very small changes. Anybody who made it past rookie will have their rank reset all the way to bronze 4. To get the animated ranked badges this season, you're going to have to match or outdo your rank from the previous split. That means if you hit gold 2 in split 1, you're going to have to do gold 2 or better in the next split, not just hit gold to get the animated badge. And finally, the quality of life changes, and we've got some good ones. The banner grab animation is going to be completely gone, so we don't have to worry about that. And now when you don't have a gun, the first bin you open will always be having a gun guaranteed. Survival items also won't spawn in bins unless you need the item. Respawn also states they made some adjustments to the security and the anti-cheat, so hopefully that does a little bit to solve the cheater problem. Anyways, that is it. I know it was so much. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more news like this, hit that follow button, and I will see you in the next one.